communities together on seclosounds.org.
Good evening and welcome to the MooCamp Radio Show. The MK Dons radio show that thinks that getting opposition managers sacked after suffering a defeat at Stadium :MK is beginning to get more than a little bit tiresome, but nonetheless still thinks it's as comical as the first time that it happened. To kick the show off this week, I'm delighted to say that we've got a track from Jersey's favourite late 70s band. This is Sham 69.
You're listening to the MooCamp Radio Show on Seclo Sounds, because you have no friends and no life.
You are listening to the MooCamp Radio Show here on Seclo Sounds, and we've just broken the record because we think the phrase United was said after 1 minute and 5 seconds.
Yep.
Anything we've got to say about that one?
4-0.
4-0, there we go. Okay, well look, we're the show that thinks that the arrival back at Stadium :MK of Wonder Kid Dele Alli is a great thing, but deep down we probably know that Crobbo's going to find some way to try to use it to his disadvantage if needs be. But watch this space. I'm Brando, the man who this week as suffering from what can only be described as reality, as my baby girl's gone and got herself a provisional driving licence. Ouch. Happy birthday, daughter. And hi. I'm sorry I can't be with you, but as you said, I'm working late and things like that. I'm also joined by the man who this week took spring cleaning to a whole new level and who now realises that using a steam cleaner on walls will add the job of decorating the halls, stairs and landings to the list of jobs to do too. So say hi, modders.
Good evening.
I'm thrilled to welcome back our resident gutter dweller himself, who without him, we'd no doubt struggle to decipher half of the texts and tweets we receive on a weekly basis. Say hi, young Alby.
Goodbye.
And lastly, I'm joined by the only man in history to have held the role of secretary of both the Sham 69 and Flock of Seagulls fan clubs simultaneously, and we're very proud of him for that. Say hi, Jez.
Evening.
We're just like the sun trying to pass its warming rays onto the earth until the moon blocks your path. What you think is important to us. So, modders, can you please tell the ladies and gentlemen how they can get in touch with the show, please?
I can indeed. You can contact us by actually delivering something to its recipient that Royal Mail couldn't manage to deliver, or alternatively, you can use more conventional methods. You can contact us on Facebook, and we're at facebook.com/the MooCamp. You can tweet us, but please use the hashtag the MooCamp during the show. You can email radio@moocamp.com. You can text 80085, but remember to start your message with, "What does my sorry package consist of?" or else it won't reach us. Or you can text direct to the studio on 07848 930 396.
Oh, sorry, I'm watching the football.
Morning. Who is it tonight?
It's Scotland and Northern Ireland.
I've heard of both of them.
Featuring two of Milton Keynes Dons players.
They both started,
Both
yes?
started, yes.
Mr. Grigg and Mr.
And
Reeves.
that other fella, the wee
Little
fella.
Ben boy.
That's the one. Anyway, in the show this week, as usual, we'll have stuff, but this week we've got that, and we've got loads of other stuff as well. We'll be bringing back the healer, we'll hear some more excuses, and we find out what exactly is the question of the week. Beautifully interspersed amongst all that, we'll be bringing you the usual mix of roundabouts, siblings, chavs and chats. Bootsy, Bovril, they may even find their way in, but you never know. And anyway, we'll see. And I'm literally sat on the edge of my seat with boredom already. You're watching this football, not the show. The show's great, football's terrible.
Oh, how interesting.
Oh, football.
No, this just in. It's moved. It used to be on the top row, and it's on the second row now. This is deeply interesting.
I think you should give a double introduction to this just in, because that is amazing news.
Yeah. This just in. The This Just In theme has moved. More on this once we work out why.
Following calls from the...
I found it, I'm going to use
I knew
it.
you were going to do that. Right, so is that the one?
That's the one, yeah, there won't be any more.
This just it.
Anyway, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for this evening. Thanks very much for joining us.
Following calls from the terraces to clarify just what's going on with Keithy Andrews, Crobbo today announced to a packed Stadium :MK press conference that we found the perfect role for the lovable Irish rogue, one which Keith is very happy fulfilling. After all, those water bottles won't hand themselves out. More on this when we've decided whether Volvic or Evian is a better choice.
I don't know whether anyone's really noticed this before, but if you look at Evian backwards, it spells naive.
Naive, yeah.
But if you look at Volvic backwards, it spells Sivlov.
How about you that?
It's time for the question of the week.
Yes, indeed, it's time for the question of the week. And the question of the week was a simple one this week. What will you be doing on Saturday instead of watching the Dons? And as usual, answers have flooded in. Some we've got so far include Lisa Spearman says they're going to be camping and trying to work out how to go to Swindon. Vashti Cook says, do the Academy have a home match? Which is answering the question with a question, which is an interesting approach. Andrew McPherson of this parish says playing bowls. Is that crown green or traditional?
Traditional.
Traditional. Okay, you don't know what the difference is, do you?
No, I don't.
Not really, but I have played bowls, and
Okay,
I've been
fair enough.
invited out this Saturday, so yeah.
Dersingham Don says playing Sinistar. I hunger. Run, coward, run. Rah. Russie B. Cool 1 says planting my vegetables in my pots like a hipper Alan Titchmarsh or watching Leamington play. It's an either or thing. Part-time Don says parking my bottom firmly on the sofa with my leg propped up. It seems I have quadriceps tendinitis. We don't have an R. We don't have a. Can we make a sympathetic noise of sorts?
Ah, sympathetic.
No, we can't.
It's like
Yeah.
this.
Dave the Don says, hoping the wife doesn't find out the match is cancelled, otherwise I will be made to do the jobs that I've successfully avoided so far. Interestingly enough, Dave the Don's wife says, looking forward to doing lots of jobs with Dave. And Donette says, I have to supervise a bunch of 14-year-old footballers bagpacking in Sainsbury's at Sixfields.
I've actually got one myself, if I can
yeah, go on.
Just allow one. Me and a couple of mates have decided to organise a Wetherspoons drink up and then go to the MK Lightning. It's a very unique, plan.
That
so
sounds good.
It does. So if anybody would like to come along,
is everyone invited?
Everybody's invited, even you. So yeah, if you want to come and then watch the Lightning, remember it was me who come up with this.
It's my wife's birthday. Shall we make it out here?
That sounds like that'll be good. Yeah.
Where are we going?
We'll be singing
Spoons and then the old day.
MK Army with our tops off and whatnot.
Great, eh?
It applies.
Okay.
I'll say one thing right before we go any further. I have been, since listening to this show and indeed been on it, I've heard some things that have made me laugh, but that is the funniest thing I've ever heard on this show. So carry on.
Okay, well look, we got actually. I'll do a couple more now. No, I'll come back on. We got loads more of these question of the week things. We'll come back to them later on. But for now, am I okay to move on? I'm looking really bemused because I have no idea what just went on then. But,
Roundabout of the week. It's the MooCamp roundabout of the week.
Okay, as you all know by now, each week on the MooCamp Radio Show, I go out to see what's happening at one of the 3,426, although that number may change soon, beautiful roundabouts in Milton Keynes.
Did we establish it's now 3,427?
It's 3,427 at the moment, but it's going to be 3,415, I think, soon.
Okay, yeah, right.
And we pick one at random and describe to you in all its splendour. So if you're sitting comfortably, we'll start the old shenanigans once again.
Shenanigan away.
This roundabout has, as expected, got 4 exits.
I got it.
The kids separate the milk in one direction. One direction.
Very topical.
Oh. You can really get into a mix at number 3.
Just quickly, sorry, in the middle of this, if someone can text or tweet in the title of a One Direction song, so we can pretend we're topical. Sorry, Karen.
Anyway, that was you can really get into a mix at number 3. Leap from the meadow. You can, in a manner of speaking.
Manner.
Yeah.
And
manner.
Arsenal played here, although not really here. So, whereabouts is this week's roundabout of the week?
Interesting one, thank you very much. Yeah, if you could let us know your suggestions for the roundabout of the week and also the name of any One Direction song so I can see if I can find it somewhere
or
on our
any
systems.
member of One Direction in my case would be a help.
There's one called Zayn. I'm familiar with this.
Zayn Lowe, he's just retired.
Yeah, Zayn, Low Zayn Malik.
That's
Mark
his name.
Zayn. Mark Lowe. Yes, there's lots of them.
He's the one that everyone seeks, so what's his excuse this week?
As we all know, it's some time since Lieutenant Dan appeared on the radio show, and he's still been trying to force his way in pretty much every episode. So after completely ignoring his attempts of inclusion during last week's show in regards to an Oldham review, demoted in rank Dan has forwarded the following communique, which was bricked through the studio windows earlier. I love you. I want to be with you. I know things you don't know, although I can't tell you, though what I do know you know. What I know is only for those in the know, if you know what I mean. But I'll make you a t-shirt if you want. I sat with you in that studio. I smelt you all. You all stank. Am I back in? We'll update you once the glaziers have been in to repair the damage. Worry not, Cowshed Dan, who's actually put up a thing that says vote for both. Are we still doing this?
We are indeed, Dan. It's time once again for the Bounty After County, the game that still goes on even after international call-ups, and it's time to see who can win one before Swindon. It's Lisa or Carolyn time once more. It's easy. Sibling rivalry at its simplest. To vote for Lisa, just shout, scream, sign or send semaphore message indicating Lisa in the vague direction of the studios. Or, to vote for Carolyn, do exactly the same thing, except with the word Carol